Yo. Hello, hello, hello. Oy, oy, oy. Yo, what's good, Noah? What's good, bro? All right. Let me strip real quick and I could talk about some stuff. Hold on one sec. Fucking hot as hell in here. All right. I had a script for a video. What's good, Sean? I had a script for a video. I wanted to talk about banana control. And like literally every single way to take banana. And like why. Like why to do each way. And then that update came out with the new mollies. And I was like, shit, this makes it easier because it makes it just like CS2. Or just like CSGO. Now that the mollies are smaller. So let me switch sides actually. Yo, also, I'll probably be able to get way more tips and tricks and shit. Damn, that molly looks so different. Because of, I should be joining a team this season. So I'll have actually an incentive for wanting to watch demos again. Because there's no point watching demos if I don't know what role I'm going to play. So, but for something to talk about, I was going to talk about complete banana control mastery. Okay, hold on, let me pull up my phone because I had some shit written down. So yeah, I plan on talking about this. Also, if during the stream at all, if anyone has any types of economy things that you think is a pretty important tip in terms of economy, I have a whole list of notes. I'm going to do a like complete economy breakdown, like the best video ever made on CS2 economy. I'm gonna break it down entirely, how to read economy, how to call which buy, like special buys you can call, buying paths, op buying paths, tips for like getting ops and shit like that. Just a whole economy breakdown. So if you have anything that you think is like a pretty niche tip for it, let me know. I have quite a bit already, so if you can find something I didn't get, props to you. All right, let's see. Let me look at my banana notes. All right, hold on. So the one thing I was supposed to do before talking about banana control was to get this fucking insta smoke down. Isn't it like this? Because this is essential. How the fuck you throw this thing? I never threw this on my team. It's probably like right here, right? Anyone know the smoke for banana? The fuck is this shit at? There. I'll give myself one more try and we'll look it up. Oh, that was like almost it. Hold up. So boom. To boom. I think that's it, right? That's gotta be it. Alright, that is it. Okay. That's the one thing I wanted to show. Okay. Alright, yes, yeah. I'm gonna just get right into this. So the one thing I decided to talk about on this stream, and then after this, you know, people can ask questions, we can do whatever, but this is the one thing I wanted to cover specifically was complete domination of banana control, right? This is, I'm gonna cover literally everything you need to know about banana, all the different types of takes, why each take is better than the other in certain aspects, and when to use which one. And then also like little gimmicks you can do too. I thought this would be pretty important too, especially with the new update that just came out with the decreased spread of the CT molly. So before, you used to be able to molly like right here on banana, it would cover both sides of the cubby. It's impossible now. It's just the molly. It pretty much just went back to how it used to be in CS:GO with banana control. Also, I think with the update before this, they increase the width of banana. So they made this wider, and then they shrunk the size of the molly, so you got like double nerfed. But that's okay because it's literally just how it used to be played in CSGO. You can never molly both sides, and I mean you could, but it was really hard. But so complete domination banana control, right? So starting off, I just want to say that understanding banana helps you understand a lot of other areas. It helps you understand a lot of other maps, like in detail, because banana is like it's like a very what's the word? What you do on banana can be applied to other pieces of map control like pretty easily, like one-to-one on like how to approach stuff. So like understanding like different types of takes. So like an example, a lot of stuff you can do on banana, you can use the same philosophies to approach like vertical ramp or ancient ivy or ancient mid control. Like any types of like areas where you're like fighting for map control. Understanding banana to like a deep level can help you apply that to different maps. Foundation, fundamental. Foundation, is that the word I was looking for? I think so, I don't know. Yo, Rob, you going to Dallas? Off topic, but you going? Please say yes. Alright, hold on. I think my CS audio is not coming through. I'm glad I just realized this before getting into detail. Overwatch 2, yeah. Is this going through? Alright, we got some audio. Alright, we're good. Alright, so yeah, complete domination of banana control, right? Ready? So the first thing you need to do, if you're going to end up with like the first thing you need is just like a very basic banana take, right? So this is what I would call like an iffy take, and this is like pretty much an iffy take is pretty much just like you throw very minimal util at the start, like very minimal. It's non-committal, so like the take itself is like you don't instantly commit off of it. It's like you fill it out, right? You're like say you're like in a fucking sparring match. You're like, you know, you're throwing your jab a bit. You have your feelers, and if you find a hole, you can follow up with like your right hook or something. That's like kind of like an iffy take is. You're sitting here, you're filling it out, and if it feels right, then you can go for it. If it feels wrong, you can just dip, and you don't really lose a lot of utility. It's like a very safe way to approach a piece of map control. One, because you're not committing that much utility off the start of the round. Two, you have solutions for every type of answer. So like if you take is usually like your base like standard way of taking banana. If like if they have one response of like, you know, the T's are heavy banana, then you can do something. If the T's are light banana, then you can do something. It's very like usually flushed out. Another thing too is like you need a good base like iffy take, because this sets you up for your other takes. A lot of times when you're running like what quote unquote iffy takes, you're getting information for future rounds. You're trying to look for tendencies, which you can then use to call a different take. So an example of an iffy take is like the very old Elma Putty video. If you've ever seen like how Astralis like dominates banana, that's pretty much all you need, bro. It's you do an instant banana smoke. So I'm gonna show this now, and you can apply this to any of the banana takes. Is you come to this chair right here, and you aim above this line to right there, and you W jump throw. This is your instant banana smoke. Just have one of your A players throw this. Where am I going? Have one of your A players throw this. You don't need to throw it every round. You can throw it every round. This is completely up to you. Just think of it as a piece you can slot on, slot off if you need for any of the following banana takes I'll show. So you can throw some type of banana smoke, right? And then you're thinking back to the Elma Putty video. You just want to have some guy molly close, stop any rushes. He comes here and he chills. He's playing anti-flash case of a rush or something. Maybe he can sit smoke out in case he gets molly, swings off them smoking the molly. So this guy just mollies close, comes here and chills. The next guy is actually going to be all the way at coffins. And the reason for this is that if they were to rush, you support your B player, and then also you're not like super close where you can get fucked up by nades as well. This is what we would call our two-man Navi take. This is like an old CS Go thing, but you can still apply it to CS2. So this guy sits here, start of the round, he holds a flash in case of a rush. If the rush does happen, right? If you hear smoke as the coffins player, you throw that flash, and this guy can jump up on the sandbags and instantly fight with that flash. He just stays tuck, flash comes in, jump up. I think you jump up and then just fight off that flash. Your flash will land like right around here, and it'll even blind people deep banana that aren't even peeking the sandbags guy yet. Another thing too is that if you hear this smoke go off, right? So if they molly the close, or if they smoke the close molly, you still have time to get this flash off because they're probably throwing this smoke like this or something, extinguishes, and they have another like 3 seconds before they run up. So if you throw this flash as soon as you hear the molly extinguish, your sandbags player is pretty safe. Like he can really commit to staying tuck until this flash comes out. It's gonna seem like kind of like scary at first if you're not used to the setup, but this guy is safe until a T like jumps up here and like goes the opposite side of car. Then he can actually clear him, right? Like you can't be cleared sandbags from right here. So even if the smoke is extinguished, the T still has to cross all the way to right here to be able to clear you out. So you have a lot of time as a sandbags player to actually just fully commit to hiding and wait for that flash. Like don't get scared if you're this player. So starting off, yeah, this is the first protocol for the 2-man Navi take, right? This is like, I'm literally giving you, I'm giving you fucking everything I used to do on Banana. I don't care. So you hold the flash, and then if nothing happens, right? So that's the initial protocols to stop a rush, right? Molly, tuck sandbag. If nothing happens, as a sandbag player, you can come up here, hit a quick little jump spot, see if anyone's like deep logs or something, you know? And the way to compensate for the update on the mollies, because you can no longer molly both the cubbies out, you just do what you used to do in CS2. So you preferably molly logs, and then if you have a teammate with you, you guys can double HE broom, right? And the big reason why you molly logs instead of broom is, one, if you molly here and the guy smokes it and you decide to still commit down to take banana, you have a right eye peek on the guy here, right? You want the right eye peek on right eye peek on the broom guy. You don't want a left eye peek on the logs guy. Another thing too is why you want to molly logs instead of broom is that you want the guy to be in broom. Like you don't want him to be in logs because you're probably throwing a flash in here whenever you push down to get the guy in broom if he's trying to hold this fight. I mean, he'll also get blind too if he's in logs, but there's a chance he's in front of this and he doesn't get blinded by that flash. So you always want to like molly in logs if possible. You can obviously switch it up for whatever reason, you know, to catch him off guard, but it's usually best to just molly logs to clear that out, and then you double HE logs. Now here's a quick protocol for like any of these banana takes, because a lot of this shit is going to be very similar. When it comes to mollying broom, a protocol that you're going to want to have is where to do your double nade, because I said like you can't molly out both positions, so you're gonna have to rely on a double nade somehow. And the way to tell which side you should double nade, should you double nade logs or should you double nade broom? If you molly logs and the T smokes the molly, then you should double nade logs, because there's a good chance that he was sitting here with the smoke out. But if you molly logs and the T's don't smoke the molly, then there's a good chance he didn't smoke it because he was safe in broom. So then you should double nade broom to punish him for that. So that's a quick tell that you can get from your banana controls, like based off if they smoke that molly or not. And sometimes you'll find, you know, T's who are smart and they'll smoke it no matter what. Then it's just a guessing game. Just pick something to double nade. Usually best to double nade broom or logs, or honestly it doesn't fucking matter what you double nade, bro. Just double nade something, right? You'll probably get a kill, and then you flash into logs, you push down and clear it, right? So that's like when it comes to actual banana control. But back to the 2-man Navi take. The second step that you do is if there's nothing, that guy goes for the jump spot. You jump up on the coffin right here. You aim like right here. You connect these two. Or you aim right here in this corner and you walk, jump through. Fuck you. Alright. You jump up here. Aim right there at that crack. Walk, jump throw. Motherfucker. Hold up. I was right in the beginning. Connect these two. There's a little square right there. Walk, jump through. That should cover all the logs. Hold up. Why does it look like fireworks, bro? Boom. Jump up here. Between that dot and this guy right here, you just walk and jump through. Alright. One sec, chat. We're gonna be here for a while. There we go. Please fucking spread. No way. Let's aim lower. Jump up. Right there. There we go. Okay, that's it. So yeah, that's how you molly out the logs position as a coffins player. So like the second step of the 2-man nav you take, you jump up here, you aim in the middle of this dark spot, you walk, jump through a molly. This will... Holy fuck. Aim here, walk, jump through. Hold the walk a little bit longer. I literally just hit this shit. Like that. There you go. So molly out the logs position, and then you just want to, after throwing that, you can just flash for your teammate. Some shit like this. Just some like shutter flash over car to blind anyone down here. So when he pushes down, they're blind off that. So molly, just throw some flash like up there or something. Okay, not like that. Let's see, right here. This is probably a good flash. Right there. Top of that window. This should be a fine flash. It's a fine and dandy flash. Just hit him with one of those. What the fuck? There you go. Right there. After you do that, you aim at the window. Left click, throw a flash for your teammate. And then when your teammate, as he's pushing down, right, you're gonna nade. And he's gonna flash into broom. Or he's gonna flash in the logs and you swing and you clear out broom like that. If you end up, if the teammate like goes for this jump spot here, sandbags, and he seems like it's too many T's and he doesn't want to challenge this, he can easily just fall off and still go for like a nade, and then you could also save your molly as well. So you're not wasting that. That's why that's like an iffy take. So if it feels like there's too many people here, he can fall off, just dump a nade and dip, or he could stay in the same position close by, and you could sit flash ready for like any re-aggression. Another thing too is that if you jump up here dark as a coffins guy, I used to do this in Go. I'm about to find the lineup right here as we speak. Fucking, let's see. Used to be able to nade logs. Probably find some type of HE right here.
Throwing a grenade. Grenade. Throwing a grenade.
You can probably throw some shit like this to get anyone deep. I know there is this HE. If you're up here, you aim at the bush and you walk, jump throw, hit people down here. Should be lower, I think. Is it just a jump throw? The fuck is my HE?
Grenade out. Throwing a grenade. Grenade out.
What is wrong with my config right now?
Grenade out. Grenade.
Should be this.
Throwing a grenade.
Alright, fuck that nade. It doesn't work no more. But yeah, that's like the 2-man take, right? So the whole thing is, it's like really iffy. You're only committing a molly at most, right? If you want, you can throw the instant banana smoke. You can do that. But if you want to keep it very like small util, this guy just throws the molly. He sits here, he can jiggle. He doesn't always have to commit to sandbag. If it seems like low presence, he can throw a smoke deep. The other molly comes in. He throws a flash down and logs, and you come and you just swing deep. Or, you know, you can do some other variation of this where, you know, you smoke on the fly. HE broom. Or, yeah, HE broom. And then fucking flash logs. And then you push down. Any type of variation is fine. But the whole point of the if you take is you're trying to commit very little util at the start. And then you play off the mid round. And you have protocols for everything. So you have a protocol for anti-rush. You have a protocol for if you want to take it, and you have a protocol for falling off, and you can do like some HE damage. Another thing too is another good reason why you're not committing both you guys up too, and the coffins guys back here, is that if the rush does happen, right, he throws a flash, the guy sandbags, he goes for a couple kills, let's say he gets none, and they're still rushing. As this coffins player, and they're going for a B rush, you can go for some kills too. You just come down here, you aim, you line up this with the Mother Mary, and then you just run through a molly. That can molly out pull for you, and then you could also throw a flash, and then swing, and you could go for some kills yourself to stop a rush. You know, you can also throw like the defensive smoke right here afterwards, right? You throw the molly, flash, you go for a kill, drop back, throw the defensive smoke, you come back forward, go for another kill. It just gives you more opportunities for kills to make the retake easier for the A players. If the the T's do rush, right? You have the initial sandbags fight. If that falls through, you have the flash molly play or just the flash play, and then you have the smoke play. There's like 3 different fights right there for possible kills against a rush. So that's the first take, is the iffy 2-man Navi take. And you only have 2 people here. It's very non-committal, but there's protocols for everything. So if it seems like there's low people banana, go for it. If there's a lot of people banana, don't go for it. Just go for some HE damage or maybe some reaggression. And if you don't know, then just, you know, fill it out. Maybe play for reaggression as well. But the big thing that you're doing here is you're looking for tendencies to call any of these other following takes to make. So find the new lineup for the car retake molly with the CT incendiary. No, I didn't even fucking think about that. Used to be like right here. And that would get top and bottom. I didn't even think about that, bro. Fuck this new molly. It's gotta be like right here then. This is it. Does it still work? That spreads nowhere. The fuck is this spread? Oh, it lands in the car? Well, I always threw this one. I always threw this one and then flashed off car. But this spread is fucking dog shit now. Because if you throw it up here, you get this guy off this angle, which he's playing anti-flash. Remind me after this. Remind me after I'm done talking about banana. We can talk about that shit. Alright, so that was the first take, is just the iffy take. This is the most standard way to play. There's other ways you could do it too, where if you want, the coffins guy can be close and he could sit like this, flash ready, and then when the take does happen, he could molly from this position and then HE as well. That's another variation. That's like the old Emil Putty video. But you don't always have to do that, because sometimes you're gonna get like double HE'd from this position as well, so it might be safer for you to be coffin sometimes when that happens. But knowing this utility from this position is also useful, well, because I'll talk about some other takes in the future. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, back to banana. So the next take that you're gonna want, which is gonna be another very common call that you're gonna make as a banana player, is a fast banana take. And this is something you want to do if you're like on SMGs, pistols, or if you know that the T's are like a split default team. Like, let's say they only send like 1 or 2 guys banana. You want to challenge this then. You want to punish them for only sending like 1 guy out here. And let's say they send 1 guy and then he commits out here. Because sometimes you'll find a guy who is the banana player, but he doesn't commit out here. You don't want to do some type of take that I'm about to show you, because you're committing way too much utility to get something that's very cheap, right? There's not going to be anyone here. You're committing way too much utility to clear out no one. So you want to use your cheaper takes, which I'll get into the future, for teams that play very passive banana. You want to start saving utility to take banana control, so you end up, you know, winning in the long run. But the next take I'm going to show you is a heavy util take, which is very useful if, you know, like I said, they commit like 1 or 2 guys out and you're on SMGs or something. So it's a fast banana take. So starting off with a fast banana take, you're going to have one of your A players come here, he throws the fast banana smoke, and he just leaves. And you're going to have 3 guys go B, right? You're probably going to have your opper come here. He's going to throw this smoke right here, aim in this corner, out to the window to the beam. It's going to break the glass and land right there. And what the smoke is going to do, it's like the Furious smoke, but you're not doing it to peek behind the smoke. You're doing this purely to extinguish the T's molly car. Right? They're going to throw the car molly. That smoke is purely to extinguish that. Right? After this, their opper throws that. He's going to come to this corner right here, and he's just going to throw these car flashes. Like that. 2 car flashes. And your 2 B players, they're going to come here, and this is why I said this is a very heavy, this is a very committal take. You're committing all this utility without any information. The 2 B players, one's going to molly logs. What is wrong with my nades? He's going to molly there, and then nade cubby. And then the other one is going to nade cubby. He's going to nade cubby. What is wrong with my HE? Why is it going to a flash? I'm trying to pull out a HE. Cycling my fucking nades. Who uses grenade cycle? Get rid of this shit. No. No one likes you. Fuck out of here. Now my HE's unbound. HE is 6? What? Alright. So yeah. The 2 guys going down. He's gonna molly. Logs. Nade broom. And then he's just gonna run down. Get ready to fight. Other guy is going to nade broom, flash logs, and you guys just both run it down. You don't have to worry about any car molly because that's getting pre-extinguished by your op. You don't have to worry about any flashes up high because your opper's flashing for you. And you're not gonna have to worry about any deep flashes because you're already throwing one in the logs. You're mollying out the logs position, and then you're double nading broom. This guy's getting fucked by these nades, and he's also getting flashed as well. And then anyone in broom or in this position, they're getting mollied out. If they smoke it, then you know they're in the smoke, and you can just like come down here and spray them out afterwards. And also, he's probably getting blinded by that flash that's gonna land in front of him. So that's like a fast banana take. You can do other variations of this if you want. You can throw 2 mollies, right? Molly here, double nade here, or a molly HE, and then a flash. You can. There's many ways you can do it. Just the fundamentals is a molly here, double HE, and a flash. That's the very basic. You're covering everything with that, right? And, that's your fast banana take, okay? Insta smoke, pre-extinguish, molly, double HE, flash. You're running it down and you're committing hard. You're committing hard as fuck. Another thing too that you're gonna want to do for the pathing is you're gonna have one guy swing wide, and then the other guy comes close and hugs this wall and worries about the log guy. Because if you both swing wide, you might get spammed by this guy right here, who's gonna start spamming if you get smoked off. So that's just key thing for pathing. Yeah, that's the fast banana take. That's a very heavy committal take. Only do this if you have a hard read that there's usually like 1 or 2 guys coming out, because it'll be worth it to actually dump all this util to get a kill or maybe even 2 kills out of it. And then you're pretty much set to win the round. Moving on to the other take. So we went from an iffy take, which is just like you fill it out, you know, you're filling it out, you're looking for tendencies, you're conditioning stuff with iffy takes, to a heavy committal take, right? You're committing to it no matter what. We're going for these kills. Do or die, motherfucker. And then the next take that you're going to want to have, this is the next fundamental, is a cheap take, which is when you're playing your iffy take over and over and over, right? You're mollying, flashing, jump spotting, you know, maybe double mollying, H-ing, and you come down here and you're like, oh, no one's banana. You do it again, next round. Oh, no one's banana. Next round, no one's banana. You're like, okay, these fuckers don't even play for banana, bro. Let's stop throwing all this utility and let's just take it fast and cheap. And so when you get to the higher level, you need to realize that you need to have risks, calculated risk being made, because people are going to be like, if I were to show this take just by itself, people are going to be like, whoa, what if someone's logs? Oh, what if someone's broom? You don't give a fuck. We're taking a calculated risk here, okay? And it's going to pay off in the long run. So all you do for a cheap take, literally all you do, is you smoke deep, and then you have a teammate flash. Or you can self-flash. That's literally it. If you want, you can add a close molly, and then your teammate flashes. But the whole goal of a cheap take is to throw bare minimum utility. And you can have this smoke even be thrown by the A player. Just know the fundamentals is 1 smoke and a flash. If you want to add a molly, if you want to change who throws a smoke, if you want to add 2 flashes, I don't give a fuck, okay? But the whole point is you're throwing very minimal utility, and you're playing off the calculated risk, which was found out because of the tendencies of the previous rounds, that these guys always late take banana. So you're not going to dump a lot of utility. You want to take it fast and cheap, and you're just going for a peak. If you want to make it better too, have your opera do this, and he could just sit here and post. And the reason why this is even better than having a rifler here is that if once the opera's posted, usually as a rifler, you know, he's going to be scared. What the fuck? Usually as a rifler, you know, if a T peeks him, he's going to get scared and maybe throw his smoke early. As an opera, if a T peeks you, you're getting a kill. And, you know, and you can even probably go for a re-peek. You're not chain smoking banana, which you shouldn't do that as a rifler anyways. That's a mistake. But as an opera, you're going to have more confidence to not do that because you have more firepower. And you can just leave the op here posted. And you never... Holy shit! As an opera, you can leave him here posted, and sometimes you might never have to re-smoke banana because he's just sitting here posted. And you can leave it unsmoked. You see what I'm saying? So, if you take fast banana take, you know, heavy, very committal, and then a cheap take... and then next up would be, what's next up? Is your anti-eco take. So the first take I showed, the 2-man Navi, you can do that for anti-ecos. It's doable, but I found a way just to make rushes like for sure always get shut down. So the way that I always handled anti-ecos is I just play to stop the rush, and then we'll mid off of that, and it's like a heavy emphasis on stopping the rush. So pretty much what you do is you only need 2 people, and it's based off spawn. So first spawn will come here, mollying close, and he throws an HE, and he just tucks sandbag. He can hold the smoke out if he wants, but he tucks sandbag, he's anti-flash. And the whole reason is you're miling close to stop a rush, and then you're HEing in case that they are rushing. They're getting chunked by this HE. Second player, he just comes here, and he sits right here. You want to line up with this brick. You sit right here, back against the wall, and you're ready to throw this HE. If you hear that Molly get smoked, you throw this, and you fight with your teammate. And bro, every time I've run this and they do rush, you kill like 3 of them with an HE, and then both you and your teammate just sit here and you clean up because they're forced to push through a smoke. It's so free. You're getting 2 HEs off the bat, a Molly down, and you just fuck up any rushes that happen. If no rush happens though while you're running this anti-eco take, this guy back here, he just comes here, smokes deep, Molly's logs, and then, you know, he can flash for his teammate throwing this flash. And then the guy who was close here, if he want, he can even throw a flash like this, just like a left-right. You swing with it. Or he can flash for himself logs, and his teammate flashes, and he just push downs, and he clears this out. A lot of times you'll see that clearing out deep banana is the same for pretty much all takes. It's this flash is just fucking, it's so good. Just throw this flash every time you're gonna push down. But that's the anti-ego take. You're hard punishing any rushes with the double HE being located at half wall here based off the extinguish of the molly that you threw for close. So those are your first 4 takes, right? We're covering all of them. Anti-ego's a bonus because you can run the 2-man Navi or, you know, the Elma Putty 2-man Navi where you're up close. You can run this take as well against anti-egos, and you could probably punch them pretty hard with the flash, but there's a chance that one of your teammates gets double naded and it's gonna get fucked up. But the next take I wanted to cover was known as 3-man Navi. So you pretty much do the 2-man Navi take where you have one guy sandbags and one guy coffins, and you throw another guy here. So you have 3 people B, and the whole point of this is that it's a heavy committal take. Well, it's a heavy non-committal take, but you're probably going to commit. There's a good chance you're going to commit. So unlike the fast banana, which is a for sure committal take, you're 100% committing. You have 3 people and you're throwing a lot of util. 3-man Navi is also 3 people, but you can cancel if you want to, and you can coordinate the actual banana take better and save util in certain areas because you're up close with 2 people and it's not being thrown right off the bat. You can start saving. You can skimp out on a molly logs or something. Another benefit too of the 3-man Navi take over the fast banana is that sometimes you'll play against T teams who play to counter the fast banana take, where they'll molly car and also HE this. And, you know, as a CT, if you try and run through this, excuse me, you're getting chunked and you're gonna die. So if that's being done against you, you can no longer fast banana take to punish any, you know, T banana holds. You have to switch to a 3-man Navi take, which is still a heavy take, but it's just not as committal and fast off the bat. So the 3-man Navi take, you just literally do the same exact shit you do for the first banana take, but you throw a third guy here for at op corner. And the benefit of this is that you can like almost re-execute banana control. So with the 2-man Navi, you throw the molly here, and you're trying to catch a timing before this molly fades, of like, you know, you jump spot, other molly comes down, you know, flushes that guy out of the spot, and then you want to try and, you know, take banana before this fades because you don't want someone up close already. So you're trying to when you're doing just the 2-man Navi with 2 people, you're trying to make the judgment call on whether to commit or not before this molly fades. So you can peek, and if some guy's trying to get closer, he's caught out in the open because this molly was just down recently. He can't be up close, which will fuck you if he's too close. But the benefit of a 3-man Navi take is you can stall a little bit longer. You can wait till this molly fades, and even however long you want afterwards, and then almost re-execute banana control. Because same thing as 2-man Navi, 3-man Navi. First guy throws, not that shit. First guy throws the close molly, and he comes logs, and he chills. And, you know, you can go for the jump spot if he wants, but he comes here and he chills. And then you could wait, or you can go right away. But if you end up waiting, the guy at op corner can re-molly close. He can re-molly this position out. And then while this, he can do this whenever he wants. While this is down, then the coffins guy can also throw this molly, right? And you can call this a, fuck that molly, throw it deeper. I keep on missing it. You can call this whenever you want. You don't have to try and catch the timing because you have an extra molly to re-molly out this close corner. And then the same shit happens, right? You flash into logs or you double HE broom, and then the sandbag guy pushes down, fucked up the HE as well. And then the coffins guy can flash for you as well. And same starting protocols as well too. With a 3-man Navi take, this guy sits here with the flash ready in case of a rush. And you just have more numbers here. It's a committal take, or it's a It's a heavier take that you can take your time with and ensure safety and banana control. You don't have to do it instantly. So the 5 takes that we have so far is an iffy take, a fast banana take, heavy committal, good for SMGs. We have a cheap take, so if you know they're always late taking banana control, switch the cheap take. We had the anti-eco, so if you know the CTs are on an anti-eco round, you can run that banana take. And then we just covered the 3-minute Navi take, which is also a heavy committal take, but it has its own benefits of being able to take your own time. You avoid any T counter rushes, and you can skimp utility based off information because you're filling it out. You're not just instantly going into it. So those are the first 5, but there's more things you can do at banana as well. The 6th take, let me check, is well, the sixth take was also the 2-man Navi, but you can do it from up close. This is also works well. The benefit of having the guy here instead of all the way at coffins is that he can come down with the other banana guy to clear out deep banana control, and they have trade potential. But if you have the guy at coffins, you don't have as much trade potential. So that's the one benefit of doing like the Elma Putty classic banana take when you're close like this. But so those are all the banana takes you're probably gonna run into. There was some other shit I saw forever ago where there's like, I saw EG do this like 4 years ago, where they actually sent 4 banana and they did like double re-exec where they threw like 1 molly and then like a deep logs molly and then double HE and then 2 guys left, right? They just dumped utility and left, and you had another 2 guys at banana still. They waited out the utility, re-mollied close, re-mollied logs, double HE'd again, smoked deep, and then flash, and then like pretty much re-executed banana, pushed down and took it. You can do this if like maybe like you're on like a mob round or something and you need to win that round because you'll be on an eco next round. And if they end up rushing A, you have 4 people B, you just save and you'll have money for the next round. You can do it for that, or maybe if you're on an eco round, you can do some type of EG, heavy re-execute take. The only problem with this take is that you're spending a lot of utility, but also A is very vulnerable. But if the A player knows how to buy time, and also based off tendencies, if you know A is pretty safe early on the round, you can go for this take. Just don't rely on this because it's not good to run every round. It's good as a pace change take. So that's like the 6th take is the heavy re-execute EG take, which is pretty much just like 4-man Navi if you want to call it that. But yeah, 2 people dump utility and then they leave, and the other 2 people re-execute. So that's the 6th take. But other things that you can do too that aren't exactly banana takes but are gimmicks is, the first one is, I got this from my old teammate Nico. He called it Cadian. And it's a way to like stall and do heavy HE damage as a B player. Is that you like sit here, right? You can throw, so you start off the round by asking for extra utility. You have like 2 people come here. If you want, you can have 3. And they drop smoke, molly, flash, or smoke, molly, HE. You mainly just need the HEs and the mollies. And what you do is, right, you can throw the close molly just for masking purposes. You want to throw it deeper. I don't know why I'm missing this so bad. You want to throw the close molly just for like masking purposes or conditioning. And you're going to come here and jiggle. And if you have a read that someone's logs or broom, HE that position, right? But the big thing that you want to do is you want to fall back, right? And you want to get ready for them to actually take car control. And you're playing off the car control. So say you hear flashline car, what you're going to do at that instant is molly car. And the goal with this car molly is to make the T's worried about like a flash coming back in. So he's probably going to come back here and tuck behind half wall to avoid a CT flash. And once he does that, once you molly out car close, you try and force him back to half wall. You're safe to push up here because there's a molly stopping them from peeking you. You're safe to push up here. You're just going to come here and you're going to HE behind that. Oh shit, I missed it. Come here. And you're gonna HE right behind half wall. And boom, you just did like 50 damage. And then you can run back, grab another molly. They're gonna be worried about you coming back in because you just naded them. They don't know if you're in car or not. Maybe they flash back in, or maybe you don't wait for a flash. You come back, you re-molly again. And you come here, you fucking HE them again. Like, I miss the HE. But yeah, you come back and you like re-HE again. Bro, I've gotten like 2 kills just off HEs alone by doing this play. Really good eco play. Really good like pace a play you can do on like mob rounds as well. If you want to go for like an A stack and you commit to the stack because you'll be on the eco next round, you can have your teammates just drop you extra utility. You solo B, you commit to an A stack for A, and this B player just goes for heavy utility damage. This is a good way to pace change if you want to like do some damage in the mid round. call it Cadian, right? You play off the card control and you do some heavy HE damage right here. You can have like 3, 4 nades if you want doing this shit. Another gimmick you can run too is if the T's keep on throwing a half wall take against you, right? They keep on throwing the half wall smoke instead of the car molly. One thing you can do to counter this is what we call liquid, is where one guy comes here and he just sits. Well, he actually sits with a smoke out in case that they don't throw the smoke and they throw a molly instead, and then he's just going to end up smoking this. But he stands right here. And then the other player will come here. The other player comes here. You jump off the sandbag and you just jump on his head and you peek logs. And the benefit of this is that you will see over the, what's it called? Okay, that's, yeah, you should be able to see over the smoke. Let's see if it's down deep, if that helps. Unless this is just fucking outdated. Let's see if Brody gets closer. Yo, hello? No dismiss. Another thing too is if the T's are throwing this half wall smoke, I just want to say this as well. The fast banana take is also a really good counter to that as well, because you're just running through their smoke. Right, where you have like the 3 guys, or the 2 guys rush it down with the flashes coming in. That's also a good counter for T's throwing a half wall smoke. You just go through it. Also, the 3-man Navi is also a good counter to the half wall smoke as well, because you can dictate the pace of when you want to take banana control, and you can re-execute, or you can even just flash your 2 teammates through without, you know, re-executing and waiting for it to go out. There's ways to counter this half wall smoke with the other takes as well. The hard counter is fast banana or a 3-man Navi, and you pop through off of timing with that smoke. You don't have to wait for it to fully dissipate. But this is like another gimmick play. Yeah, where you have a teammate stand like right here. This should work. And you come here, and you jump on his head, which we called liquid. Come here, jump on his head, and you should see, yeah, you should see into logs. You'll probably catch a guy crossing right here, and you can just get a kill off that. If I can fucking get up here, yeah, you can get a kill off of that, or you can spam it or something. But sometimes the smoke won't bloom as high, and you'll actually be able to see into logs or someone crossing logs. So that's another play you could do too as well. Let me see what else I had down. Which fallen flashlight to use? I use this one I found like literally right as CS2 came out. I just aim like right here. There's probably better ones. I don't know. This is the one I found. It seemed to work for me. I guess it doesn't get this position, but yeah, maybe you want to get closer. It probably is a better one. But yeah, that's the other gimmick play you can do too. Obviously, when it comes to banana control as well, you can go for nade stacks. You can, you know, nade stack this mid round. You know, you double nade this, double nade logs, double nade broom, double nade close. There's ways you can nade stack. That's not really. I feel like everyone knows that shit, but I think that's a full breakdown of banana control that at least I know of. There's like, I remember like Force had some weird ass like late take banana from like CSGO forever ago, but they like re-executed with 2 guys from like the coffins area. I don't know if that's even possible now, but there's that. Covered EG. I think that's pretty much everything. The only other thing would be like car retakes, but I actually have to fuck with that because that got changed because the molly spread, so I wouldn't be able to comment on that. Yeah, I still have to think about that. But does that make sense though? Like breaking down banana, you have the 6 different takes. So starting off, you had the iffy take with 2-man Navi, probably the most protocol intensive take that you have, safe against everything. Sets you up for conditioning, other banana takes. And then you have, you know, the standard banana take, like the 2-man Navi or the Elma Putty take, where you have one here, one here. It's the same shit as 2-man Navi, but this guy's closer. You just have better trade potential when actually going down banana. The other take that you had was the heavy committal take, the fast banana, which is heavy utility, heavy numbers, and you commit no matter what. Good if T's are smoking half wall, if you're on SMGs, or if you have a read that the T's are usually split. Then you have also another heavy utility, heavy banana take, which is the 3-man Navi, but it's not as committal as fast banana. It's a bit cheaper, and you can pace yourself and then go for reads with that. And then you also had an even heavier banana take, which was EG, which is the double re-execute, where 2 guys come here, they dump utility, dip, other 2 guys re-execute banana whenever they want. And then finally we had the cheap take. Did I say cheap take already? I don't know. The cheap take, which is just smoke deep, you flash, and you just peek, and you just get it for cheap as fuck. And bro, I'm telling you, the cheap take sounds like really puggy. It's actually such a good play once you have the read that the T is always late take. I would get banana for so cheap and not have to dump like 2 mollies to get it, you know? We just had banana for, what, a smoke and a flash. And then they go to retake banana, and now I have mollies to like stop the retake. You know, a molly here in front of their late take, and they can't push through. So like, holy voice crack. So like, it seems risky, but it's a really good way to take banana control. I think that's the complete breakdown. I can't think of anything else really. There's like other takes you can do too, where like you can go through mid, but I feel like that's straying too much from banana, because there is some participation from banana when you push through mid, but I wanted to keep it strictly to banana control. All the different banana takes that I've personally used, and the whys for each one, and the wins to use them. Does that make sense? All the ones I explained. Hopefully, it makes more sense when I edit this too in the video. Let me see what I missed out in the chat though. Good summary of the util so far. What is this? Bro, every time I go to film something, I just don't hit the nades. Fuck you. Yo, can I explain why Donk's movement works against pros? Honestly, I feel like I probably wouldn't be the best to comment on that. I'm not sure. I haven't watched any of Donk's games. I've literally I've strayed so far away from demo watching, just from being teamless, that all I do is I just aim train. That's literally all I do nowadays. Until I join a team, I'll start watching demos and I could be like, probably comment on teams and stuff again. But I literally just aim train nowadays. That's all I do. So I don't think I can really comment on that. Is there any other questions that people have though? That was the only thing I had set and planned to talk about. Oh yeah, the car retake. Alright, let's find that. Let's find that. Because that's really different now. So you're not gonna be able to do that. I think I had one before. It was like a walkthrow right here. Okay, that lands behind half wall. Alright, so let me just explain this before I look for the utility. The dilemma with the car retake, right? You have several ways to retake car. You have the basic just flash peek, right? You have a teammate just flash you in. And the benefits of this is it's very cheap. But the downside is that if the T is boosted up here on half wall, he's not getting blinded by these common flashes that you throw, right? The flash like right here. It's not blinding him. This blocks that flash. So the dilemma that you have is either you throw a shit flash that like lands like fucking down here and you know maybe gets this guy if it lands like right there. And the reason why this kind of sucks is that like if let's say you throw something like this, is that you'll hear that coming, right? You'll hear this flash coming. Also, it's harder for your teammate to peek with this flash if you throw it like that. Well, actually, no, he won't hear it coming. It's just, it's harder for your teammate to peek with that, and then it sometimes doesn't get all the positions, right, that you want to get with that flash. Someone could be like right here. So now with this being up here, you have to choose like what you want to flash off. And if you flash down here, you get this guy, but maybe you miss behind the corner, or you definitely miss behind car, or sometimes you miss down here, right? Or you flash up here, and then you miss this guy. And this is a very strong angle. So the way I found to solve all of them was by originally throwing this molly, right? And this molly would flush off this top guy, so he can't be up here. And also anyone behind half wall playing anti-flash. But the problem is that this molly doesn't spread as far, but maybe that's okay. Maybe that still works because you can still throw this flash here. blind the fuck out of me, which will get anyone tucked in the corner car, anyone tucked here, and then anyone down here. Even if the molly doesn't fully spread to this position, because you know, it's smaller now. Even if it doesn't fully spread, you're still blinding this guy by throwing that molly and that flash. As long as someone's not up in this position, or down here playing anti-flash, you should be good. So I think this re-aggression set still applies, which is like a cheaper version, right? Just molly and flash. But the problem is that it's hard to actually hold on to car control afterwards, because maybe there was someone down here who just re-peeks after the molly fades, right? You don't have full car control. So if you want the full car retake, I found this. You throw a smoke first. I think you throw the smoke in the same spot. Okay, no you don't. I just completely missed both of them. Smoke here, molly here. Yeah, smoke right here. The molly right here. Molly's missing now. Oh, I think I'm more to the left. Boom. 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 Still lands right there. It's just that this position isn't covered. But, you know, maybe that's fine, because that guy's still going to get blind if he decides to sit here. So, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think this util set changes at all. The one I found. People used to throw some shit like this. And a molly car. Which, like, probably sucks even worse now, because this molly's not going to spread that far. I think what I found is still the best. Is smoke down deeper, molly up here to flush off the anti-flash position. And then you actually have, like, full car and halfway down banana afterwards, which is a lot more beneficial than having the smoke closer, because the T's can easily pop right back through this. But if there's a gap, what the fuck? If there's a gap between half wall and the smoke, say the smoke's down here, it's a lot harder for the T's to pop through this, because you could just be like right in front of the smoke, like right here. You see what I'm saying? If the smoke is closer, they can just pop and instantly be out half wall, but the smoke is deeper. They have a lot more space they have to go through and more angles to worry about in order to pop through. You could even be sitting like right here and just ready to spray them down. So the way to reaggress car, I still think is the best to throw it that way. You blind all the positions and you have deeper car control. The molly being shorter, I guess, really does not affect it that much. Any tips on playing new vert? Our team struggle? No, I haven't played it at all. I actually don't have any tips at all. Hi, Legine. Who's Legine? Oh, in the chat. Why are you here? What, y'all teammates or something? Actually, I haven't even... I think I looked at the new vert once. Let me look at it again. But yeah, dude, I haven't, like I said, I haven't really kept up with demos and stuff, so I'm gonna have to start doing that soon once, what's your friend? I'm gonna have to do that soon once I get back on the team. I'll get way more content, because I'll actually be grinding demos. Fuck, this is still so weird, bro. Also this is weird as fuck. I have a feeling, though, I was thinking about this, I have a feeling that with the new vert, you're probably gonna see one of the entry paths to be like some guy always clearing this. And then this position is probably gonna be like mad useful for post plant, because, right, you can quickly, you know, peek against elevator, and then also you have like the fastest peek in the world against this. Like, bro, trying to retake through here, that's so scary. You have to walk, you have the W key forward, and you can get right eye peeked from here, from here, from here, and then from all the way at sandbags. And they have the distant advantage too, while you're holding W moving forward. Like, this is gonna suck. It's just gonna be like someone probably playing some angle like this and just ready to peek this. And they have like the biggest advantage in this fight. Like, you could be anywhere from there to here, and all they have to do is adjust their crosshair like a fucking 2 millimeters. This is the easiest fight in the world for this T. But at the same time, it now forces a T to commit to actually having to defend this lane. So I don't know how that's gonna balance out. Which it might be a lot harder to stay out there if you have this spot to be able to retake from. This is interesting, though. This is very interesting. Retake. Oh, so you could even cut off all the rotates fully with this being open as a T. Because they can't even go through here to retake, or here. That's pretty interesting too. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna play out. Also, I see they patched this. Because I saw that refrag video that you're able to throw nades through here. They got rid of that shit. Cutie little e-girl. Alright. The fuck? Lejeune? Lejeune? Let me see if I have something else to talk about. That was... Banana thing was one of them. Oh, if I were to... I guess I can ask this. Look at the angle from short all the way to back cat. From short. I'm confused. What do you call short in cat? Right here? I call this short. As a T. Oh yeah, you can boost here, I saw. You can boost right here. I'll explain further. I was gonna ask, if I were to get someone else on the podcast for an interview, who would you guys want? I was thinking I might cut, the next interview would probably, I want to try and get like an aimer. So like, probably like Mini God or Maddie OW if possible. To like talk about aiming, but not just about like stuff that he's probably already been asked a lot about like Kovacs, but more about applying aim to CS and then different types of aim techniques, which like I've been theorizing about. I'm curious to like what his opinion would be on that. And then the whole aim video would just be CS2 specific. It's not just general mouse control. You know what I'm saying? Side halt to heaven. Oh shit. You could see this. That's crazy. That's a crazy angle. It's not even safe to come out here. As mentioned, is to smoke off the old elevator entrance. Left side A site. Run elevator from side hall. Oh. Oh shit, so as an A player, like, oh shit, they're splitting B. Then you have to come through here. Oh, this is gone. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. What the fuck? Yo, shout out to Liege, bro. They got rid of this. You can't even wallbang it. I didn't even think about that. Split A to B. We come through here. What the fuck? Did the Leech have a video on this or something? About the new Vertigo? I'll probably have to watch it. I don't know, I kinda like it. I like the change of pace. Cause this shit was getting stale before. What's on YouTube? I have to watch that. I'll have to watch that later. Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. I think I'm gonna call a stream here. I'm gonna have a lot more shit to talk about once I join a team though. I will definitely have a lot more shit to talk about. Cause I have not watched any demos. All I do is aim train. So I kinda wanna go do that. But yeah, I will be back streaming maybe Tuesday, maybe not, because I'm going to Dallas this weekend and I might not want to do anything after I get home on Monday or the next day or something. We'll see. But next Thursday for sure I'll probably be streaming. But yeah, appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Dallas in 4? What do you mean? Four days, is that what you're saying? I'll be there Thursday, I think. I'm leaving early as fuck Thursday. For IAM. But yeah, I'll be there. So if any of y'all in the chat are gonna be there. Nah, bro. Oh yeah, I don't watch NBA. I don't watch that. I'm out of the loop, bro. I'm out of the loop. But yeah, I'll be in Dallas for IEM. So I'll catch y'all later, bro. I'll be back with more content, hopefully later on towards the end of the summer.